Hi guys, Keith Arkenberg Farms here. It is mid-July 2020. We just had a really good rainstorm and a nice little bit of cloudiness. So today I have decided to come into the greenhouse and do some much needed tomato plant management. Because behind me here, they're looking a little scraggly. I get them tied up. So let me show you how I'm doing it. So, like I said, it was just raining its butt off a little bit ago. Let me show you. I'll put the clip in right here. Now the rain has stopped and the clouds are still here, so I'm going to start working on managing these tomatoes. Because I mean, look right here, I've got multiple leaders coming up, I got suckers coming off the sides, some are falling off and dropping completely, so I'm just winding them around the string. So let me show you how to take care of that. But first, we just ordered t-shirts in and I'm going to have them for sale on our website. There's the Arkenberg Farm shirt, and then let me show you the back. Here is the back. No till, no tractor, no problem. And the Arkenberg Farms logo. And up top, because I'm a farmer, it says farmer. The shirts we're going to be selling online, we have one version that has nothing on the back. I'm going to put up pre-orders for this other version that I'm wearing right now to get another order ready so we can actually have it made. Those will ship out in probably the 1st of August. So if you like to get your orders in for those right now, that'll be the time to go to arkenbergfarms.com. It'll be in the show notes. It is in all the videos I make. So go there and order your t-shirt. But now back to working on the tomatoes. So to start with, here's what we're kind of looking for with our tomatoes. We're wrapping them single line all the way up, removing the leaders as we go. This one in front of me is just a cherry. And from the bottom, we start to remove leaves up to basically the first fruit cluster. Trying to keep 18 good sized leaves on the cherries, closer to 20 to 24 on the big ones. Now on the big ones, this is one of the problems I'm running into. We got this one here, which is in its neighbor. The reason for that is that down here at the bottom, the stake slipped up out of the ground. So it's slowly moving itself up and sliding the plant down. Also, we need groomed. So I'm going to actually snap on some tomato clips in a couple spots to help support it, because these are getting ready to be leaned and lowered. And they should start to look like the one here, where I've got a clip there, nothing else to the bottom, but we got real good fruit clusters going on these. These ones here are, we got Cherokee carbs and a little toad I just saw here eating our bugs. So there are the Cherokee carbs. I need to get a better side dressing going, and we're starting to lose fruit production because it's been getting so hot. We're getting a little bit. And then over here are the big Dinas. I mean, look at this one. This one actually got heavy enough, it pulled its stake, and it is come down and is laying on the ground, broke itself, and is going back up, and it's still producing fruit. But we got a leader here, and we got a leader back here, and it's this short because it should be like clear up here like this one. And our lines are getting too close up top. Basically, I just haven't had much time to work on these, so they're getting a little out of control. But I'm going to show you what I do to control them. Now I realize this is going to be kind of hard to see because there's so many tomato plants in here, and it's kind of hard to see what I'm actually working on here. But I'm going to pull the line over so this one's separated pretty good. Now what we got here, we got our bottom fruits down here, fruit clusters here, bottom leaves coming up, showing a little bit of disease in here, not much. Maybe it looks like a potassium deficiency, which I would expect because I have to put a lot of rock phosphate down. We got a bunch of extra leaders in here. We just snap those off all the way up. Any of the suckers go away. When you get up to a double top, like it is right up here, one will have a little ring around it. I'll show you that here in a second. You break that off. Sometimes you lose a leaf next to it, and then you make sure and wrap your fruit cluster around because they break off easily if you let them go this far, and you just wind it up. I'm also using some tomato clips and going up a wind or so above where I'm at and putting a clip on. That way this assures the plant from wanting to suck down the string like the ones I was showing you earlier. See, lost a leaf there, but oh well. And we just keep winding until we get up to the top. Then we count our leaves down. So we got 1, should have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 20 leaves. That is about what I'm looking for, but I want to push these to grow a little bit taller, a little bit quicker because I haven't been grooming them much. So I'm going to take off 2 leaves from the bottom, and that'll give me my rough height that I want to work at. Well, actually, I'm going to take 3. So that puts us about 20, 24 inches off the ground right now. First fruit cluster's here. Next one, it's not even showing on this plant because it's been stressed out. And they're dropping. But on most of them, we got one here, and we got one here. Our next one should be here. We just keep working our way up. Okay, so we come up from the bottom. Everything looks good. We got a sucker there. We pinch that. And there's a sucker right here. Pinch it. Come up here. We have a double top. We have one going that way and our main one going this way. The reason I know that this one is a sucker, you can see right there in the crotch. Get that zoomed in on it. There's a little ring at the base of it right there. So you bend it back, bend it forward, it pops off. Now, since they're starting to fall, at the point they're at, I try to grab the tomato clip on the string line, which is relatively hard to do with one hand, and then I bring it under a leaf, and then we clip it off. That way it'll give it a little bit of structure so it doesn't go down and slip. Now we're going to come up here and take off more of the suckers, and we'll take what we have up here and wind it, which again is kind of difficult to do with one hand. There we go. And now that I winded it, I see I have another sucker right here. We'll pop that off. There we go. Now, from the one next to me, which is a little bit taller, this one's shorter. I'm still going to come down and go about the same level here and snap the leaves off. When I snap the leaves off, I just pop down and pull. Usually that comes off with it, and I also get some tear, which does not matter. It actually heals quicker if I get all of the leaf matter out and have a little tearing than just leaving a stalk there, because see, this one's going to do it. Get you over here. There we go. See how it's tearing down? And that way it took all of the leaf with it. That little scar right there will heal up very quickly. Now here is another very interesting thing that happens. We got tomato, 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 and then we follow this up, and oh, what do you know? It turned into a sucker. So for these, the only thing I've really figured out to do is just give them a clip where they turn into a sucker. And now we just have a fruiting cluster. Now it seems to be some kind of genetic mutation. It happens a lot in cherries, but I don't see them a lot in other tomatoes. The other thing you have to watch out for is occasionally, here's a good example right here. This thing is growing up, 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 and all of a sudden it pretty much lost its top. I mean, it's hidden up there, but it should be on the main line. Like this one right here. It's got a fruit cluster up here, and it's pretty much stopped. So with those, I make sure not to remove this topmost sucker, because that actually might be the new main line. It gets really hard to tell when they get stressed out and get a little bit later in the season. Now, I've also found it extremely useful for when all my winders up there start grouping together. We got a big gap. I got, I don't know, 2-foot stick of rebar. I can just go up, get it where it connects, and push it back. Same thing on the next one. And that way it separates everything out a little bit more. Now here is a before. Got sucker, another sucker, sucker, and there's the top. And there's an after. Removed all the grass from the bottom, came up, pulled 1, 2, 3 leaves. There's our first tomato cluster. Knock the suckers out. Come up, put a clip on right where I did them last time. That way it's supporting on something. And then wound it the rest of the way to the top. Now I do always wind my tomato plants clockwise. Not sure if that's right or not, but that's an easy way for me to remember what's going on when I'm winding here in the greenhouse. Here's another example. Grass at the bottom. We come up, we got some excess leaves that we're going to remove. It's like maybe, well, that's just a bug. We got a fruit cluster with a sucker on it. We also have another sucker. Got another sucker. And another one. And then the top's pretty good. So I'll put a clip on it right about here. Cut the suckers. And then remove the leaves up to right about here. And there's after. You can see where I stripped this leaf down. It pulled some of the skin all the way down here, but it will heal just like this and make a nice clean heel all the way up. Removed a sucker. Came up, there were some more suckers in here somewhere. I got some little sprouts in here. Let's look at them while I'm here. Got a big sucker, put on a clip, that way it won't fall. Next developing tomato cluster, pull the sucker from there, and then wound the top around. Now, I will just repeat that over and 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 whatever this is down here again until I am done, which is not going to be anytime soon. And just looking behind me here, it looks like hey look, ladybug larvae. Isn't that cool? My kale that I'm overwintered, I'm going to use for seed. It's dark boar kale. Awesome. I think it's about time to pull it out. But anyways, if you want to get your pre-orders in for the t-shirts, We have a limited number of these with just this on the front, but I'm taking pre-orders until August 1st. After that, it'll be sealed. We'll make the order for the ones with everything on the back. Larkenberg Farm logo, the no till, no tractor, no problem. So, hope you all like what you saw today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.